All right. It's Old School Tuesday, man, inside the Morning Stew for today, the 6th day of May. Let's get it on. Let's bring in the crew. Lisa Love, Steve the Groove. Lisa disappeared too. But we got Sir Groove. What up, Groovy? Hello. Let's get her done. It's 9:29.
Man,
Yeah.
you like hella time, like being on the app and quarter to 9.
Yeah.
How's the morning, everybody? Teacher Appreciation Week. We forgot to mention that yesterday, you know.
Well, that's what it is?
And we appreciate the teacher.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. And
well, bright and early, there's another shooting. Get right into that.
I'll tell you, bro.
Yeah. Right between Ebony Street going towards the canal. Somewhere there.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
This was
for the new commish, you better you better file in quick. New commish better file in quick, because it's not a good look.
Well,
in that
in that
crossover period, there's been quite a number of shootings.
Well, in that early crossover period, like the shootings are occurring before he got in. But what happened?
There's a definite spike in the last 36.
There's a spike. Yeah, there's a lot of retaliation, it looked like, happening. He did allude to the fact that there may need to be a state of emergency.
Well, we better jump in quick, because the thing to get drastic out in the streets again. So
yeah, this person that got killed this morning apparently was taking his daughter to school.
So yeah,
bro,
you better file in quick. File in quick.
Well, I'm pretty sure we have something going to be. We're going to hear some sort of announcement today. You know, definitely. We're going to hear an announcement today, because this
has been brewing from before election. Some people don't like the drastic measures. Then one has to ask, well, we'd rather say people lay out on the street every other day. Then nearly have asked these questions and say, which one you rather? Because that's how it turn out to be. You can't pretend that, to see what's going on. And while the drastic measures, quite a number of people, have a problem with that. You nearly have to say like what the past commissioner said, when you pull out these drastic measures, sometimes to keep them people alive.
Sometimes they know that too.
Sometimes to keep them alive when you're going locked down, because they're the street right now. Which one you rather? You rather say every minute my body lay out on the street, or a drastic measure? You say the thing is, medicine and never an easy thing to go down, right, Groove?
That's what we always say.
Yes, medicine no easy to go down. So it's never an easy way to deliver harsh remedies.
Pure.
Yeah, harsh remedies go down hard. But I mean, hey, so yeah, again, bright and early today again. Broad daylight. I don't know how true it is, but you know how the book go. I never see it from no official place. But the word curfew may pop up here and there. Again, I don't see that from nowhere official, so I don't think they want to hint to anything. I just do it, whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But curfew, I definitely know it, because
curfew done it.
Things happen in broad daylight, so yeah.
Curfew done it.
Broad daylight.
What I think is check every motorcycle. You see the fly past now with more than one person. Check every motorcycle. I mean, there's common sense. You can't stop everything, but you know the MO. You know the way how they operate. And, we have to do something. A lot of people are halal kind of thing, but if we stand there and we know things that happen and nobody they try to stop anything, it's an occupational hazard. This is your occupational hazard. Sometimes you have to, whatever.
Yeah, they'll figure it out quick before it gets worse. So, yeah.
Condolences to the family. Another child dies on a church trip. They went with a church group, and at the Deshaun Azira, I believe the child's name was. The mother didn't want him to go, but the same thing like what happened when Hannah want to go swim with the class, and we not really want to go, but she want to go. And reluctantly, as a parent, you say, all right, I give all the disclaimers. And lo and behold, this person, gave the okay, and her nephew is the one that drowned. Nobody intentionally want to do that. These church groups or school groups and whatever, they go out there with the idea of giving kids an experience where they may not always get. And unfortunately, sometimes, a tragedy happens, like what happened to that young man.
That's what he said? It was a trip?
Yeah. It was give all the disclaimers. Happened to that. So,
somebody said it was a trip.
Somebody added on. Yeah, it was a church. They were selling. It was a fundraiser, and they were selling things.
By now, you must get it. Stay away from the goddamn water.
Yeah, man. But it's sad when a bunch of kids go by the water side. They want to try to go in. He didn't go in by himself. He went in with a bunch of other kids.
Is it the last thing you want to hear going on a school trip?
But again, stay away from the goddamn water.
Mm-hmm.
How about not carry on a trip anywhere with water there? Like we see
something else.
Like they see the playbook over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. So people don't think things through. Stay away from the goddamn water.
The last person that drowned like this was a young person also on a church trip. So, and again, it happened through Lent, I believe. Everybody had Lent. It happens all the time. All the time. I tell them you can't go on a trip, but man, what you want to do? Wait, what would be what would you do, in a case like this? You can't fault nobody. You'd try so well somebody should have made a watch.
How about not go down with power water there?
Yeah, well, I true that a lot of parents.
Why am I even they're like
a lot of parents just say that today.
You know the city news?
Yeah. Yo, bro, I made to watch the news.
I mean, if you go by your own, I don't know.
I made to watch the news when Hannah then gone on a trip. And we tell her, Hannah, we always hear about this. But as a parent, you want to tell them, no, you can't go. Or no, you can't go into the water. But then every other kid to carry a bathing suit. So as a parent, you say, well, it can't happen to my one. It not happen to my one. So go ahead.
Sorry. Sorry.
No. Yo, bro. Yeah.
Hell no. Where you going? What? Where?
At this point, a lot of parents would say that no. But
I don't say that hey, listen to me. That's why year after year after year after year, we see the same playbook play out. And here you see people they go back. You see people go by, let's go to so and so. It's okay. Left me on the island. And I'm going nowhere, or control environment. And I'm going nowhere with no river. I know they send no kid of mine and no river. I know they encourage nobody, even a good friend, for buy. Can't left that alone in no star.
I live few feet away from the
lagoon. Take the next segment, yeah.
We surrounded by a lagoon. Whenever Hannah and Dana and anybody say we want to go fishing, they grab the durian and go. A whole lagoon, we're deep, 20 foot deep sometimes. I could have looked for Hannah until I never, going out there. But I can't, I tell her all kind of thing. Make sure you have a life vest. Make sure this, make sure that. But you cannot shield your kids forever. There always come a point where you say, you know what? He's grown. You have
to let them.
Yeah, well, until any pay their own bill and make their own decision.
Yeah. Yo, bro. I
understand what you're saying.
Listen to me. Ounce of prevention better than a pound of cure. When it says
we always say that. Yeah, we always say that. And again, if Hannah were to ask me today, I'd have probably tell her, no, babes, I don't really want you to do it. And I would have stick to it. But if she would have asked me 2 days ago, I'd have probably say, all right, babe, but just be careful. And that's just how things go, bro. There comes points in your life, and I know when they move out, I always just say that. Alina, no, I'll do this until they move out. Alina, no, I'll do that until they move. No, Alina, do that right there. Right there. Because that's what parents do. You're there for your kids to try to make them have a good life. And sometimes, unfortunately, the decisions you make or the leeway you give them not always work out good. But think about the thousands of kids that go every year and nothing happens. It's sad. Very, very sad situation. But anyway, let's try to remember Deshaun Nazira.
Yes. Rest easy.
One other thing where we do all the time, we know it happen, that blackout. Last night, the sweat, the run down from the water.
The perspiration, the sweat.
The perspiration, the perspire. And boom, blackout. When blackout come, I got one thing where I do. I don't care who they in a bed with me. When blackout come, I get up, I go up the curtain in the living room, bust the window, and I lay down and pray that my breeze the blow. Anyway, that's the way I do. This morning we get up now, boom, blackout again. I think they even wrote a song about it. Blackout again, me say blackout again, and blackout again, me say black. But the thing is, we never noticed my last year. We know me to get all kind of machinery, they build, and all kind of thing getting done so that this not happen again.
And lo and behold.
I mean, we've been on a good streak,
Yeah.
But then when you get one good one last night, and another good one this morning, it make you wonder.
When you got a good one when it was so hot, my gosh.
Yes. And we're not here every day. Me, Frisco, and Lisa, they holler, 90-something degrees.
96 today.
What? All right, good. But what that mean? AC one day up, fan one day up. people on the stand up front of the refrigerator find themselves like that. You know? And they tell you. But maybe anything want to get into effect soon. Yeah. But now check this out. They're looking for a young man with Chapipa.
Mm-hmm.
The story we read here.
Say it, Steve. Say it.
It was socializing.
Right.
But the thing was, they were all socializing in different locations.
Mm-hmm.
They were not drinking and getting drunk together like a normal family would. They sit down around the table and they get drunk. They were at different locations socializing. Apparently, on the return home, the father got into an argument with the mother.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Hannah would say, my father and my mother. But anyway, they got into an argument, and apparently, allegedly, the father hit the mother, and the mother fell.
Right.
The son, protecting his mother or whatever, ran outside and came back with a cutlass and proceeded to chase the father until the father fell, and he inflicted wounds on the father. Now, boys and girls, if you see your pa to beat up your ma, anything we could do for broke your hand, for whap out with something good, but try kill them, chop them up with a machine. I mean, this is our part, I think, the socializing, get to your head and think clearly. Because nobody has said that young man don't have one right to defend him, ma. Maybe he was justified in the amount of force he used to defend him, ma. But maybe if you all weren't socializing so much or so well, maybe the response would not have been that harsh. Maybe the incident would not have happened. And maybe now the family would not be put in a situation where the father is in a hospital and the son is on the run.
Son is on the run.
And the bottom line again is good old socializing.
Yeah, I mean, you say it like that, but there have been cases before. And there is a thing we all know about with domestic violence. Domestic violence, don't need liquor, don't need alcohol.
Don't need no kind of
people
socializing.
Drink. People drink. Like, a worldwide thing. It's not a phenomenon. People drink. People partake in the spirits. But there's a thing called domestic violence.
Really?
And what somebody want to do when confronted with a situation varies, and you don't need alcohol. I had a friend of mine who, back in the day, ended up to kill his stepfather because his stepfather made beat up his ma. And I made a drink. And I made it socialize. But when these things hit and stuff hit the fan, people react differently. So I just want to throw it on social drinking or whatever you put it there, because it would nearly trivialize it, because there is a thing where domestic violence is a rough thing, and when children or people take to their ma. So if we knew that they claim that they may think the ma dead the way the ma get hit, but the ma faint.
Yeah, she fainted.
Now, how you react when you see your ma in a position like that, or a different thing. So again, make we not trivialize it and say socializing or drinking or whatever be the case. That might have been happening, yes, but these things do happen.
I wasn't aware.
No, I'm just saying.
Aware of the domestic violence issue.
No, I'm just saying. No, you said it. But you said it. You said it. The pa hit the ma.
It's a scenario he's putting out.
But you said the pa hit the ma. None of that may happen if the pa never hit the ma. If the pa hit the ma one time, that means he hit her before.
Yeah, which is the complete point that I made. That under no circumstances should this happen. But I know I lied to myself. I said, because they were, because it would have happened whether or not they were drinking or not. Could be. But the chance of it happening when you're drinking is increased. Because you're not thinking straight. So that's all I'm saying. I even went as far as to say the kid might be justified what he did.
I mean, but the phenomenon of people partaking in alcohol, I know. I mean, yeah, we are keep the say that because everything that people do and they partake in a little bit of alcohol, drink a nice wine. I go drink a right now. Drink a nice wine. Come weekend. I mean, you know.
But why do you think me personally bring up the fact of socializing all the time?
Because people do. People socialize.
Yes, exactly. Because the idea that we have is, we're not to talk about that because that's the way people do. Everybody knows the way people do. And that is the problem. So just because everybody do it, that doesn't mean that is not the problem.
But what is socializing? What is socializing? It's a typical human behavior. If you tell people not to socialize, the meaning of socialize, again, it don't necessarily mean you to drink.
How do we define?
If you say drink, say drink. Say drunk, outer thing. But again, this scenario is different.
We not say, and when I say we, I don't mean we. I mean Belize media. Not like say drunk. They don't like say drinking. They don't like say plastered out there behind. They rather want a nice, cozy word like socializing.
Well, so I feel though. If I did at my yard to relax, and me and the brothers to chill, and the barbecue something, and probably tuck down a cold one, and then some numbskull pass, and initiate some kind of thing. What the news want to say? The news want to say, Frisco and the brothers were socializing. But you know mean we made do nothing wrong. It just means we made there. They relax, socializing as brothers and family, and some numbskull pass and do something out of the other will cause one problem. Not that we not made look for that, but when the news read, what the news and say. So every scenario different, that was to say, right? Every scenario different. Because you sit down let the drinks and you take a cold one, means that you do something wrong. You know your yard, you know the drink and drive, you know your yard, that they're supposed to socialize, you know your yard.
Thing that tastes like piss anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if I drink at night,
how do you know how that tastes?
If we relax the other day with it, I knocked down just the last half thing of a nice wine straight from Cricket Tree.
Yeah.
Very delicious.
No, but make I tell you, you know why I have wine? Because I, you know it's time to come to my house, and just because they come, I don't have to drink because it's Monday. I don't have to take a shot on Tuesday.
You never go and get together the other day?
Yeah.
What want me to do?
We made a barbecue.
No, we made a socialize.
We socialize.
All right, good. No, I don't make you no trouble.
No, but hold on. Was anybody drunk?
But we had to socialize. I never said drunk. You never said nobody drunk.
Yeah.
You said it
but
socialize.
Whenever we hear what I'm saying, again, we're just playing.
No, I'm not. I'm being real.
When we talking on the news.
No, because we don't know all the facts when you hear the news.
Whenever you hear the news and there's an incident that took place where somebody got hurt or killed, socializing there in there. In my mind, we need to check how we define socializing. Is that really what it is?
But how you read into it? But that's what I'm saying. How you read into it? How else the news? How else? Listen to me. If we did at your spot, I'll be socialized, and somebody pass your spot, we're probably got a problem with you and initiate one problem. And all that we did, we not make somebody come and try and mess it groovy. But that not every day anything happen, but it does happen. So the act of people getting together as company and the word socializing, that's how you read it. If you may ride on bike, what you may do? You may ride on bike, you can't say no other way than you may ride on bike, can you get knocked down. There's no other way to define how you may ride on bike. So when people get together, that way in terms of socializing, people being social.
What the news need to do is when they start giving stories, we know they were socializing. Oh, okay, good. Or next same story, they may black up. Everybody may drunk.
No, you don't mean that. They said that you said that. You said that.
Okay. Well, all I know, like I said, I wrong, but every time I see the news and I see a killing or an incident, they're socializing. So I'm wary of socializing.
Well, yeah, I mean, that normally then higher chance that things happen when a bunch of people get together. You did at the club, there's a high chance that something will happen after the club because a bunch of people get together. You go to the park, a bunch of people get together, Then they play football. Ball get killed. So the nature of people being together, when people get together, there's a high chance that there's a possibility something could happen because among of people when they're together at the same time. That's the nature, eh? You did a football game. Who expects somebody to get killed on a football game? But you get the point where I say, you know, there's a high risk that things happen when a bunch of people are together. And we can't even say that because you know your house, and then they call you your house for you.
I've always, and I don't disagree with anything that you're saying, but again, I always felt that you put yourself in areas where things may happen. You know, there are things where you do. I didn't forget.
You put yourself in areas where things may happen.
Yeah, you put yourself in areas with people that these things might happen. They might not be for you.
See why I make the same mistake? Wait, to see why I say we were not drink. I never say me to drink alcohol. I say I'm there together to socialize. That's Steve's spot. All we get together for get together. That's socializing. It no means alcohol involved. That Steve say you're drunk. That no means you're drunk.
No, I say that every time I hear socialize.
I know, yeah. Yeah, they say socialize because people get together.
Get together.
But it no means you're piss drunk. Right? And it no means you're at fault if you in your own yard, they mind your own business and somebody come from outside, come mess with you. You in your own yard. Right? But again, this scenario, you gonna leave domestic violence thing to it. The whole thing play out because one pa hit one man. Yeah. One man hit an woman, and then children react different to when they say things like that. So you know. So
well, yeah. I have always told my kids, I tell Alain, if I ever see you put your hand or hear you put your hand on anybody, I disown you. Because I never raised you like that.
Of course.
I tell my daughters plain. Any man, no matter at what age, even if they're a boy, 15, raise the hand out of you, do your best to block it and make sure they can't use it again.
And not go back in that scenario either.
Yes. All of you young ladies out there, all of you women, if phone a man, they put their hand pound on them, make them telling them no fool about their love, you know?
And it's your fault.
Yeah. And it's your fault.
Because of you. No, sir.
We got a friend. This gal is big and robust and fluffy. And he got this maga, good for nothing, can't barely stand up in a strong breeze, boy. And the other day, the girl never gone out somewhere because the boy punched off and thing. I tell that my girl, like I tell you what to do with that. You know, and I lecture quite good. And I noticed that they go about more and the boy leave it more respectful. Ladies, we don't just need to get one little bit of ball. One time. One time. Because a lot of them clung out here, the lone coward. So
you see who they're hitting? You see who they're hitting?
Women.
A man hitting a woman. Go hit another man.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Come on. Anyway, are you ready for this BNTU big demonstration in the city of Belmopan City, the capital, on Friday?
Sure. Yeah, we're agreeing.
Ready or not?
Yeah, we're agreeing or what?
I know Swayze to get vexed with me, so every time he say it, I call it the city of Belmopan City, the capital. Yes.
I editor sent a little bit of news just now.
Yeah, boy.
What's that?
May I give him a top of the morning?
What's the news?
You know, Marco Lopez, boy.
Of a murder?
Huh?
Our editor sent the news this morning, just some minutes ago.
Yeah, the same thing with the top boat.
Oh, yeah, the same thing we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
You see how you make we show we hand Miss Love? We may want to big up Marco Lopez because the man win journalism award.
Yes.
And the man get one giant check, so we need at least 3 more people to help our cash.
Oh, so we're gonna step up to the plate?
We are help the gentleman. Marco Lopez. That's right. He won about an article that he did about fishing, I believe, and endangered species. and he went up against it was Marco Lopez, Paul Lopez, and somebody else.
Jules, I think, Channel 7.
Channel 7, yeah. And Marco won. So respect.
Well, then I made the finalists, I think. I'm not sure how many people entered. But
yes, okay. It was 3, and Marco won. So when I say Marco, you say Polo.
Polo.
Yes, where are you,
when you say Marco, you say Lopez.
Hey, Marco.
Yes, Marco Lopez.
Hey, Marco, he's not freelancer, either independent writer, journalist?
I am not sure.
Mandela?
I'm not sure if he's still...
I'm not sure if he's still there.
I think he's freelancer. I'm going to check.
He won from a Mandela.
Bottom line.
Yeah, he won from a Mandela. And whether or not he's there or not, that's how we. What you mean? How dare you, good sir?
No, it's check kind of sure, you know.
Yeah, the man did it with all his dreads in his hair. I like that. Of
course.
The man get up there and say on behalf of Frisco, Steve, Lisa, and myself, we want to say thank you very much for this big check.
Yeah?
Yes.
Mm-hmm, of course.
Well, I want to shout out, got bright and early, I see some beautiful faces, right? Bright and early, shout out. Now I can't no name. But we got to go to break.
Uh-oh.
I know I try to wait for Marlon get back to me.
Somebody try to call, yeah. Don't tell me I take call in there. Anyway, before the break, Carmelo.
Hello, Frisco.
Yeah, where you going, Luke?
Hi, Luke. Good morning.
First of all, I like to say respect to my brother, Mr. They never win the prize.
Marco.
Marco Lopez.
Marco, huh?
That's right. Marco Polo. Yeah.
Yes.
Respect to the man. I'm sure that Belize does have talent. But and a person who look like me can have talent too. And they did it, you know? Yeah, but Brother Frisco, was listening to you earlier when you were talking about sometimes better lock them up and they save their life. Yeah, it won't work always like that. But Brother Frisco, if you go to every funeral, they have certain rituals, songs and things, right? And at most funerals, they sing this song. One bright morning, when my work is over, I will fly away. And that's just the way I have to happen to a lot of people before. You will then realize that, why if I keep doing this, what will happen to me? If you look at the workforce today, if you look at a lot of things, like I say, less and less people look like me, right? You understand me? Because apparently me can't stand this, somebody will look like me, so I will kill me. You know? Unfortunate, but sometimes we might feel one way, you know. My thing is this, sometimes we don't know. My family digest to the man is very educated fellow, say John Buddy. You don't know I leave where I come up on the street and nobody never give a damn about, you know. And I almost believe that he chose that was his life. His life. Nobody is telling you why join no gang and hang out with anybody there. That was his liking, his choice. And sometimes the choices we make dictate the future we will have. Unfortunately, to boxers, that's just the way it is. Because it wasn't like he had nobody or had nowhere to go or nobody cared about him. He chose to live the life he lived, and that's the choices he made. That's it. And unfortunately, it breaks my heart to say it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's not always you feel sorry because now an innocent person and they just shut up for no reason. Sometimes these people get involved in things where they don't understand that. You know, I don't want to join a gang today, and more than likely I might see a gang kill me. So why did I join a gang? My friends shouldn't kill me. From when I grew up, friends As a matter of fact, I got friends when we were friends in kindergarten. I are still friends today. You see? But today, children, the friendship is not the same because we got away, you know? Anyway, brother, yeah, that's the way it is. That's how I left that. Yeah, that's
All right, Luke.
Yeah, man.
All right, my brother.
Okay.
All right. Anybody want to add anything before the break?
Yeah, right. Piggybacking on off what Luke was saying. Or Luke, may I say again? Oh, yes. One thing that I noticed, you have people out there who are like against the teachers and the PSU wanting their raise, but they're not saying a word about the CEOs who they try to get theirs. Like that's okay that they get theirs. I guess it must be one in political favoritism thing. So as long as it's your party doing it is fine, I guess.
That's how it works. The highest pay one, the raise.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the one with the least pay deserve the raise. Can't get it.
Not getting it.
You know the do bad. You know the do bad, brother. You know the do bad. But anyway, I can't. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's take the break then, and we'll be right back. We gotta jump into. We gotta get some names.
Yes, we do.
That's how we gotta do it. We gotta get a winner for the Mother's Day giveaway.
And we never get 5 raffles though.
Oh yeah, the man. I'm getting my number. Cause he's saying never got the information for right down.
Can you repeat the number?
Right now, I got it over the other side there.
Okay, all right, no problem.
No. That not for repeat there. For repeat between for gig room so that they could get the man the info.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But let me.
I think the man misunderstood. You're supposed to just leave 5 raffle tickets and we give them away. And,
okay. I mean, never understand it neither then.
Oh.
All right. Well, I want to link her and tell her. So, 1 second. Ewerts Fishing Adventure down there in Placencia. And it's going to be island hopping escapades for mom and family. Yes. Up to 10 people, so that's family.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
Your ma, your husband, your boyfriend, your sweetheart.
Why you going to do like that? Why you got to do like that?
A couple of picnics.
Yes, you know.
Why you got to do like that? But yeah. So Ewerts Fishing Adventure is dealing with that for us. And so if you think your mom, if you're a mama, you're gonna open the lines and get some names. And we gotta pick that.
How much water?
We gotta pick a winner on Thursday, huh?
Yeah. How much water per day should we drink?
I say 8 glasses, no?
8 glasses?
Yeah.
What happened?
Tell me after the break.
That's one thing that's a myth. You don't need 8 glasses of water.
Yeah, you don't need, but they say it's ideal that you get that.
Yeah, no, they say not even ideal.
You know ideal?
Water intoxicate. It's not even ideal. Ideal come in a lead pouch.
All right, tell me whether the amount when you come back then.
Steve, guess who's pregnant?
Oh, Lord.
No, me.
All right.
Tired of replacing light bulbs, LEDs,
right, all right. All right. Yeah, let's kick it like a ball as we proceed in the Old School Tuesday. That's what it is. All right, welcome back, Steve the Groove.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know the camera there, and I'm about to move. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come here.
It's March 1985. Man.
Yes.
Hey, you know, I was watching some on the old school I was checking. Oh, I was checking the real story behind that Milli Vanilli scenario.
That's a sad story, bro.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is with that, Boney M did the same thing and they became hit, and Boney M was exactly what Milli Vanilli was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Boney M couldn't sing one song. He could barely speak English. It was a guy named Frank Azarian that was singing, and he just get that clown for dance front, and two girls. And Boney M never sang a song in their life. Milli Vanilli did the same thing. A producer produced the song, had somebody else sing it, and they were the front men.
Yeah,
That's all they were.
Yeah, they said they never even know what they signed into.
Yeah, they didn't know it was going to go that far. And when they realized that this thing blew up, they couldn't get up and say, yo, we were only kidding. They're not really we. And they ended up, one of them killed himself over that.
Yep.
And I'm not used to like more than Milli Vanilli gal dance what I used to do. Baby.
Because they wanted to sing. Then they begged the guy, make them sing. And the guy refused.
But the problem was, they couldn't.
No, they couldn't sing. Because when
Kind of weird.
No, they showed them they really me. But this guy had this song when me big, and then he decided this how he want. The producer guy decided, well, so he can't do it.
Frank Azarian, yeah. What happened?
He refused to make the money, then do a thing.
Yeah, Frank was one producer that knew, but he knew music and he knew fad. And the music that he made it produce was selling. The music Milli Vanilli wanted to do, he didn't think would sell. And again, those guys, one was Rob Palate, I think. Rob Palate killed himself because when they spoke with an accent. They couldn't hide the fact that they didn't sing. And the other guy who didn't die, he went to vocal coaches and learned to speak English and came out with a few songs, but nothing. I felt bad for those guys, like I said, because that was somebody like invited you into a party, you became the star, but you weren't prepared. And then everybody looked at you like, oh, you're a fraud. And no, I'm not a fraud. They just invited me here to socialize.
Yeah. But yeah, I a lot of people don't get it full, because you just believe that, well, they didn't do it intentionally, but no, it wasn't their plan.
Check out, you know who else did that too? You want to go down that rabbit hole? CNC Music Factory.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody dance now. Yeah.
Well, I did a dance though.
Yes, but the girl, you hear that everybody dance now?
Yeah.
That was Marsha Wash. And they never gave her credit for that. They gave credit to the lead skinny girl up front. That was the front person. Marsha Wash was the one in at the back belting out them tunes, and they had some people up front to do the lead things. So there's a lot of that going around, you know.
Yeah. It seems so.
You want to go even further? Rockwell, Michael Jackson cousin. I always feel like somebody's watch.
Oh yeah, like Mike sing that. Yeah.
Nobody knew that was Michael Jackson. They believed it for years, but nobody knew. And Rockwell wouldn't say until Michael Jackson come out and say, He
married to Barry Gordy daughter, right?
Yes, Rockwell.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Then Michael Jackson, the king of pop, was married to the Prince of Rock, Lisa Marie. Yeah,
well, I mean, he did sing the lead parts, the lead lyrics parts. He did sing that part, but the mic come in pane. Yeah, because Mike never get credit pane the song.
Exactly. There's a lot of songs where Mike not get credit that he was in the background. Prince too. I hear Prince did a lot of song where if you listen to it, you say, "Oh yeah, that Prince that's for true." Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, for the old school, I something came up and I said, let me go, you know, cause. Somebody
check out if you want to really blow your mind. Check out Boney M, because the thing with Boney M, that wasn't the first guy or the guy that was dancing.
Mm-hmm.
He left after a while and he thought he could do it on his own, and they brought in another guy, but the other guy couldn't do what the M was doing, so they let him go, and they went through like 5 or 6 members. Boney M. Yes.
No Boney M.
Yes, Boney. I eat good too, you know.
Uh-huh.
I know why me Boney. Yes.
Yeah, the record with Milli Vanilli, they do a live MTV thing, and the record scratch.
Boy, that was terrible.
The record scratch.
On stage, girl, you know it's true. Girl, you know it's true.
Yeah.
And they stand up there and then they try to play it up until they realize, and they run off. But they could have covered. I mean, looking back at them and say, "Oh, sorry about that, lady. I got a really bad cold," and I never, you know. But they just run off the stage.
Milli Vanilli, boy.
Who else did that? Britney Spears' sister on Saturday Night Live. She went on Saturday Night Live and was performing, and I think she forgot the words or something like that. And when the commercial came back,
but most of the live performance like for TV, then the lip sync because you know that no dancing. Like Soul Train too. You know the performance they made it. Yeah, that no dancing.
Yo, Soul Train. I hear that Cornelius to me a real a-hole. He never want nobody get bigger than him. Rosie Perez gone there, and they kick you out right away. She made to fly there. Yeah, I like watching that show there. Cause they dance. They never used to get paid, you know. They never used to get paid. And if you ever go ask to get paid, you're not going for TV no more. Yes.
That's
all right.
it.
Throw up the picture there. Throw up the thing there for the old school.
That's right. I don't look for a top line. I'm, you know, in the movie. Because
That's
the one.
I
remember the one with the old waterhead boy right there. After me a true story, I don't have to go in police academy. That's it. Police academy too.
If it was me,
yes.
In 1985.
Yes. Lord.
I'll be honest with you.
Be honest.
You going for Last Dragon?
That's right.
Yes.
Then at that time, at that age, I would be there. I would be with the Last Dragon.
Last Dragon, I remember showing off from Last Dragon. And I remember that scene where he went like that and his hands faded.
Yo, that was...
Yeah, that was wicked. That was wicked.
At the time, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Everybody the karate. Don't make a Superman movie, come on. Everybody the fly.
Everybody had Bruce. Yeah. But when it comes to Police Academy too, you can't forget when Shaq was the police and he came up, put your hands up in the air and wave him like you just don't care.
Who?
Remember that? Shaquille O'Neal.
You there no police academy.
Yes. Yes. He pulled up to the guys and he said, put your hand up in the air. And they put up their hand. And Shaq said, and wave it like you just don't care.
What movie was that? Maybe that.
Is that Shaq? That is not Police Academy.
Police Academy. That movie where he a police. I don't know if they may do a remake of Police Academy. But I remember that a police, a movie for true. But I can't look to see that movie that. I remember.
I rest my case as long as Shaq me in the movie.
Yeah, Shaq me a thing there for true, but I don't remember which movie.
Oh, Cliff. Oh, it's for Alexis says Grown Ups. He did that in.
Huh?
Alex says it's Grown Ups. He did that in. He do that in. That's not proper.
Okay.
Alex, that's not a proper grammar. Grown Ups, he do that in.
Oh yeah, Grown Ups too.
Yeah. Put your hands up in the air.
Wave it like you just don't care.
Just don't care. Yeah, boy, that was rough.
Where you get that from? You get that from Fresh Prince, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was the catch. You know how in Calypso everybody had a rocket.
Yeah.
Everybody had a rocket.
Remember the episode, at least? Remember the episode for Fresh Prince when Carlton gone Compton?
Right.
With Jazz and them, with Tiny Lister.
That wave your hand up in the air.
While kicking the door, put your hands in the air.
Wave it like
You know what I never realized? You remember there was a TV show with Kevin Hart that was the exact opposite of the Fresh Prince. The Fresh Prince was a poor guy that moved to a rich neighborhood. Kevin Hart played a rich guy that moved to a poor neighborhood with his black family.
Which movie that?
I don't know what movie is that.
It's not a movie, it's a TV series that only went on for like one season.
I need to watch
But
that.
yeah, the reason why they say they didn't make it was that he wasn't as corny as Carlton. Like he didn't play the rich kid rich enough. He just played a nice kid.
Okay.
But they said the show flopped, and it was a direct. Actually, the producer from Fresh Prince was the one that produced it. Let me see if I can find the name of that show for you. I know everybody is needing that. Oh yes, that thing about drinking all the water till you pee yourself. That they said whether you need a gallon of water a day depends on various factors, including your individual needs, activity level, and environment. A general guideline is that most people don't need to drink a gallon, but individuals' needs can vary. You know, so when they tell you have to drink 8 glass of water a day, that's not impossible. It's not impossible because it's not that much. 8 glass of water is not that much. I know people, I don't want to call no name, but Lisa walk around with like one gallon when we go for anything there sometimes. And she could drink like 2 or 3 at the end there. But then they're no good.
You drink a lot of water. You always see me here stretching and reaching for my cup or my bottle.
Exactly. You know what's water intoxication?
When you drink too much water.
Yes, until you literally start to feel funny, you know.
Right. Like upset in the stomach and stuff.
Yes, very good. So there's a lot of things out there that we take for granted.
But what's the minimum? Because there has to be a minimum. You have to get water for the day. It's just you start to affect your liver.
Well, the first, you do. The first thing, you could go 2 weeks without food, but only 3 days without water. You'd need water.
He's asking what is the minimum? Yeah, what's the minimum?
Well, again, I think it is up to your metabolism because I know sometimes I would go all day and I realize, oh man, I don't drink no water today. I drink orange juice. I drink orange juice. I drink coffee.
You would not drink a lot of water to begin with?
Yeah, but what happened? I'm conscious now, and I make sure I drink a lot of water. My logic is, it no matter the way you drink, as long as you could swallow it and it wet, it make with water. You know, so you still drink water. But
it turns into water.
Yeah, but you know, they don't tell you a minimum, but they say all the liquid that you need, or not all, but the majority that you need, you get from your food. They said when you drink soup, when you drink coffee, when you any food that you eat that have liquid, that's how you get your liquid in your body.
Yeah.
Water in itself. It didn't say what's the minimum you need to take, but I would assume you have to drink at least three glass of water, 4 glass of water a day. Because we alone water, we are what 90% water.
Yeah.
If you take all the water out of we body, we worth about $3.50. Honestly, the lone chemicals that we make out of that about $3.50.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I never cease to amaze me every time I watch these sitcoms or these shows that come on, whether the CSI or what's the other one? Law and Order, any one of them. Every single one.
Blue Bloods.
I don't think there's a we're calling it, sitcom, but the
series.
It's a crime drama.
Yeah, one of these dramas, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's one where no bring up Belize in it. What did I do? Something I watched the other day where it was that movie. It was that movie with that girl and that guy with Jamie Foxx and the girl. Where the kids say, let's go to Belize. When we go to Belize, we go get married.
Married.
So there's a whole scene about Belize and go to Belize, we go get married and blah, 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 blah.
There's always.
Would that mean it's easier to get married, I believe?
I don't know how to say but that was that movie with Jamie Foxx and what's the name of the Cameron Diaz? So there was a Belize mention. Every other series of they bring up Belize and some bad guy want to go to Belize and blah. And so there's one, I don't remember the year, but they did, I think 2 seasons they out for their spin on Taken. Remember Taken with Liam?
Yes.
But there's a series with where come on that spin-off Taken.
Yeah, yep. It's called Bad Parent Being Prosecuted.
It's called Taken.
Yes.
So it's a bit different, but yeah. So watching the episode yesterday in season 2, some bad guy fleeing the country because he done some corporate guy leaving the country to go to where? Belize.
Alexi just said that she said Queen of the South series ended in Belize too.
There you go. Everyone bring up Belize in it. So, and 9 out of 10 times that's how it go. Well, Belize is a tax haven for criminals like these, for white collar criminals. So then they bring up Wapai know the thing say Hopkins, Belize.
Really?
The very next scene, Belize City. No, that's not Belize City for sure. Where they bring up there.
Yeah. The editing, the way how they edit it, but they do that to a lot of things.
But they use Belize. I wish I start charging them for the use Belize name.
For use Belize.
So yeah. So wait. They do their research because I know the guy. And say no, well they ain't going for the guy, but the guy they know a mansion, and he's hired Belize paramilitary force, the GSU. I'm like, oh my god. I said, what's GSU? Gang Suppression Unit. I said, boy, they do their homework. So I figured this time under the Barrow administration. Because
I saw a movie where this guy, it was a Drug and Wasp, where this guy, a private military from the foreign, were told some foreign visitors to say, this country, they can't protect themselves, so they hire us to do it. And, really giving a bad thing.
Well, yeah, I was watching it So the whole last scene about Belize and GSU, where they protect, I know they don't know about GSU, but, I mean, they do a little bit of research, so.
Which is appreciated indeed. I like when they do that.
Yeah, I like when they mention Belize.
I like when they do the research and they show what Belize is.
You know that saying where say if you have to ask the price, you can't afford it?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I heard that.
Very good. And I like call people name. I don't know how I do it, but I mean, ask Marlon for check for me, right? See, the guy, Ali and the client there for 2 weeks. And the other day when Marlon come at the house, Marlon bring like 3 or 4 tomahawks, big stick.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, Marlon, how much you think 4 tomahawk steak, 10 pound of short ribs, and 5 ribeye cuts would cost? So he sent me back one list from the people. $40 for 1 tomahawk steak. $40 for one. $5.75 a pound for short ribs. But check this out. He gave me a black eye when I asked about the ribeye. $32 for one aged ribeye.
Wow.
You don't get the age.
I know I age. I know I young. You see? That's why when they kill cow, yeah, I like to buy because you could say, give me a 10 pound of that right there. And then I realize that the ribeye and everything they pile up in there.
You say depending on part, you go buy meat. The various meat shops, they not give them cuts there. Cause they just dice up everything, check. So
yes,
you can't go get one tomahawk at any meat shop. You can't get a ribeye at any meat shop. You can't get a porterhouse at any meat shop. Cause they slice and dice everything to no more.
Well, yeah. One thing I know, Alena, they get no bloody ribeye. Yeah, I get fish eye. Yeah, I get fish eye. Yes.
All right.
So anyway, yeah.
Make you up the lines. 2804299.
Yes, that's the number
if
to
you're
call.
a mom and you want to qualify for the key hopping adventure from Ewerts. All right. You could give me a call, get your name down, and take about 5 or 10 names.
What? That narrows it down.
Yep.
Today.
Depends how quick we're getting names, right?
Yeah, 5 or 10. Yes.
5 or 10, I mean 15, 20, you know.
Más o menos.
That's my favorite way to count when I was in school, you know. You know, they got 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 12, 4, 8, 16, 20.
Boy.
My favorite.
Boy.
My favorite.
Hola. I don't know what kind of bolito you're buying now.
Why?
I don't know what kind of... Listen to me. All right. So 2804299. I think we got one of them Miss Y contestants. You know the place. One of the Miss Y. Yeah.
Why?
Miss Y.
Why?
One of Miss Y contestants.
Why you keep answering him?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's up, man? You ready for the pageant?
Oh, yes.
Okay, what you got planned?
Well, I want a Chinaman right now, you know.
Your song sexy too.
I want sexy groove.
What?
Yes. Could I walk you up the aisle when you go up the pageant?
You don't remember this person, Groove Alice?
Huh?
You remember this person?
Not yet.
I recognize the voice. I can't place the face.
What's going on, man? How's it going?
Watch out. Watch out.
I'm coming back to do the Love Jam session, yo. I'm coming back to do that.
Yeah.
I'm back.
World famous, legendary, multi-talented man about town. DJ.
I'm back. No, I'm not back. I'm doing some business, and depending on how the business rolls, I'll see if
the one and only
Lisa Groove or Frisco could give me an application so I could come back to work.
This guy still got the vice. He still got that sexy chocolate flow.
Stop it!
Why?
Stop it!
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate.
I
Rick
remember
James.
EJ used to just say, hello, and then y'all say, woo! He had a dimple.
So how you guys doing, man? I just couldn't come here and not stop by, you know. I've been here a
cut.
couple of times, and I just didn't have the opportunity to stop by, and I said, hey, what the heck?
But you got bad style.
You only live once. You only live life once, so if I did after this, then I'm good.
Yeah.
Now, a good thing you stopped by because Frisco got a gift away. One get on a bottle of perfume might hold for somebody.
I will take it. Right now. I smell like I smell like Picari right now. So.
Oh, Larry.
Red Rose.
Red who?
Red Rose.
No, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, Red Rose.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, guys, it's nice talking to you, man. It's
Nice talking to
I'm gonna
you,
chill with Frisco a
EJ.
little bit and then head back down.
The brother may I say.
At least put your hand in front of the camera so we could make sure you're there for you. Just
I
put
don't
your
know
hand
where the
front-
camera's at. Where's the
Wait,
camera?
I said, what is that?
Okay, the camera.
Yeah, you gotta go by Frisco.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You guys want to really put me next to this guy? You put me next to this guy?
Right.
Oh,
You have to
don't
bend
say
down a
that,
bit.
man. Hey, Groove, you hear what the man said? He said, go down.
Yeah, that's right. Go down a little bit, make the girl feel. Go down, make the girl feel.
The camera.
So where's it at? I can't. Frisco, I don't really want to be next to you, man. I don't want to be next to this dude at all.
Brothers.
What did Frisco do to you?
I'm scared of this white dude. I haven't been around white people in a long time.
Yo, EJ, you
Yeah.
not age one day, bro. You not age one day. I don't like Rasbuck. Rasbuck look like he's 90 years old.
Oh,
And you
okay.
look good. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys are good? You guys are good? How's the family? How's the family?
Good. So far,
That's
so
about-
good.
that's
So
about-
far. I'm
Lisa
ready.
don't age even. Look at Lisa.
Yes.
Georgia, yeah, you look like careless whisper.
You know this?
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Groove, what are you talking about, man? You ain't age a bit either.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll pay you the $25 when you're done for saying that.
All right,
But
cool.
yeah.
I'll take the 25 pesos, because I'm moving to Mexico pretty soon.
Gosh. Nice.
Really?
Good to see you.
Hey, same here, yo. Take care of yourselves, man. Blessings. Always nice to
too.
see you,
All
folks.
right.
Love you.
Right.
Later.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented, world-renowned Mr. EJ here.
Yes, I go no municipal airport. Serious, huh?
So, ask EJ, remember when I chased on with the rat?
Gosh.
Goodness.
Yeah, there's some stories, man.
I was looking for that rat.
There's some stories, man. I left their stories.
Frisco.
Huh?
Frisco tell EJ Miss B is saying hi to him, Miss Barbara.
All
Miss
right.
B. So yeah.
Yeah. That's really the gal named Sugar right there.
Yeah. All right.
That's
So,
right.
yeah. So, you were fishing adventure. Let me get the proper name. Where is it? 2804299 if you want to put your mom's name down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the wrong thing. That's why I can't find it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not a good place
Not
to
a good-
be.
yeah. Where is it? Man, there's so much thing I need for copy and paste.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, Eworth's Fishing Adventure, island hopping to Silk Key, Mohawk Key, Placentia area. All right. So yeah, for mom and the family.
What they gonna do? Just left the name.
Fishing Adventure. Yeah, just have a call, name
Yeah,
and
let's
number
Your name and your number. Mm-hmm.
for mom.
And we shall pull it out the box.
Yeah.
Hey.
So get in early. 2804299.
That's
All right,
right.
but I got to take a break though.
Okay. All right. So after the commercial break, we'll come back and get names.
Right.
Okay.
And we're gonna. Oh, and by the way, the name of the sitcom, if you want to check it out, is The Big House, and it actually says the series represents a mirror opposite of NBC sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But
Okay.
Kevin Hart wasn't that funny as yet. Yes.
Okay.
What is wrong with this boy?
Yes. No, it wasn't really that
Somebody
funny. It was
said
just brilliant.
it only lasted 6 episodes.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't even take it up for the. They told them they were going to do it. Then they say, you know what, never mind. Then when Kevin made the ball, they call him back and say, you know what, when I take it for 1 season, and then in the middle of the season, they tell him, you know what, never mind. When I
Never
done.
mind.
All right, we'll be right back.
All right, we'll be back. Talk to EJ. Me kiss.
Got nothing to say to this guy.
Ah.
You may
right. Welcome back, man. Old School Tuesday. Up inside the morning stew. Just bringing back the crew. Low and empty chair, boy. Yeah, I get charging on empty chair passe. Empty chair passe. All right. Let's see. See where I send something. Put that up for me. Put it up for me, Lexi. Where we are. Let's see if I see why. I was raised to show respect. Groovy.
Mm-hmm.
I said it's an old school. It's not a new school. Call new school. I don't know what's wrong with them kids nowadays.
It's not the kids, it's the parents.
All right. Go there. Hit it up.
Mm-hmm.
Do it in your best groove voice.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I was raised to show respect. I was taught to knock before opening a door, to say hello when I entered a room, to say please and thank you, and to show respect to my elders. I'd give up my seat if someone needed it, to say yes, sir, or no, sir, and to help others when they needed me, to hold the door for the person behind me, to say excuse me when necessary, and to love people for who they are, not for what I can get from them. Most importantly, I was raised to treat others exactly the way I would like to be treated. That's called respect. Yeah. And again, we could blame the kids, but I blame the parents, because kids don't get that way just on their own.
Right.
There's a lot of outside influences, but if the parental input strong enough and consistent, hey.
You're going to get it right.
Yeah, sometimes some kids are just jawbone. Sometimes, they're just jawbone. But, a lot of times you could, it's easier to, it's easier to
bend the tree when it's growing.
Than when it's grown.
When it's an adult tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to bend that tree for you. Creme, what up?
Good morning.
Hello, Creme.
Hi.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Frisco.
Yeah, what up?
I'd like to put my mother's name in the raffle for the island hopping.
All right.
My name is
What's your name?
Dorla Steen.
Dorla Steen.
Dorla, Dorla.
Yep.
We just talk funny back here, that's all.
What's the number?
Her number 635 6236.
All right.
635.
I got it.
Go on, brother.
36. Steve, why aren't you writing?
Go on, brother, when you eat grass or ketchup.
No.
I pay no mind in a star.
I know Frisco, man. Frisco had a farm open sheet right from the lane for all people there.
Yes, I.
Can you leave it out?
Okay,
Please, can I think?
Yes, I.
Yeah.
All right, fam. Yeah, man.
Yes, Mr. Frisco. With these two guys, take care.
Yeah, man.
Take care, brother.
2804299. We're going to get about 5 minutes. Yeah,
why are you messing with the man?
So man could go on this.
I remember ketchup stain.
Yeah.
And why didn't you write the name down?
Oh, you know I know the right.
I know you.
Okay.
Well, sorry, take about 4 minutes. It depends how quick we get the names. Alright. You don't want to get the names right now, Dan Hector.
Yeah, I got blackout last night.
Yeah, we got.
And for how long? No, for how long?
Yeah, Dan, what up?
Morning. Sorry, I don't have Mac, nor I have wife. So
Man, you look.
can't tell me here for somebody there. And my grandma died long ago. But will you allow me just to say a little news for the Belizeans?
Go ahead.
To my fellow Roman Catholics, the conclave is on. A bishop will soon be selected to be the next pope. I want to show you guys, after reading all what I have read, that the new pope will not be a white man, or a black man, nor a yellow man, nor a red man. But what indications are that it will be a Filipino. A Filipino is a mixture of Chinese, Hindu, and Spanish. And the name that is being floated is Luis Antonio Tagle, T-A-G-L-E. I was reading all, the predictions and the comments, and apparently this cardinal from the Philippines might be perhaps the new Pope. No, but added to these great religions, no. That the Pope is not only a religious man, a spiritual man, he is the head of a country called Vatican, the smallest country in the world, Vatican. And so the Pope has enough say in world affairs as he has in the spiritual affairs. Because some people don't like him because of his religion. Roman Catholic, I mean, I believe in that. But the Pope is more than that. And the Pope, one of the popes was the cause why the Berlin Wall went down. When that Pope, Margaret Thatcher, and Ronald Reagan met to make a move against the divided Germany, Reagan was selected to go to the wall and say, bring down that wall, Mr. Gorbachev. Bring down that wall. And the people in mass went down with axe with this, and they broke down the wall, and that's why Germany right now is united. I'm just trying to tell you the participation of a Pope in the world being a high figure, but also he has as much say as other nations in crisis. And he has been referring to this war in Ukraine. The last one was dead before he died. Please, he said, let there be peace. So I just leave you with that because people want to hear what happened, when that smoke will come out, when the white smoke will come out through the chimney. And now the Pope. But soon, I think in a few coming days, we will have a new Pope. But that's my personal opinion. No one say that they leak out something to me. Thank you very much.
All right. No leaking of the information from the Vatican. Watch out, they done Hector.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. The Pope, and even if that's a religion anymore, it's a political movement. The Catholic, that's a political movement now. The Pope, the Pope had more power than the kings. They could make and break kings, the Pope.
Right.
They were some of the most murderous people in history.
Let me grab this. Hold on.
The Pope.
Carmelo.
But I mean, like John Paul.
I have to put down my name.
What's her name?
Jennifer Cowie.
Jennifer Cowie. Number?
652. 3754.
All right. Got it.
Thank you, my name, guys.
All right. That sound like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's her name? Sky. Sky's the limit. Yeah, Creme, what up?
Morning.
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, could I put my mom name in this?
What's her name?
My mom name is Teresita Grajales.
Oh, Teresita. All right.
Yes.
Number?
604 1125.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. Just like that. We got a couple more. 2804299. Yep. Cremelo.
Frisco?
Yeah, what's up?
I could please put my money in. It's Rona Tillit.
Rona? Rona Tillit. Number?
624 6439.
Say that again?
624 6439.
All right.
Thank you.
And best time for put your mom's name down is 7-Eleven, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Cremelo.
Yes, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Could I put down my mom's name?
Go ahead.
Julie Rodas.
Julie
Rodas.
Rodas.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Number is 633
Uh-huh.
6371.
All right.
Thank you.
Got it. And Crem, hello. Talk to me.
Number is 633.
Hello. Lower the device. Lower the device.
All right. Thank you.
Take off your TV or whatever you listen to. Uh-huh. Go there. All right. Forget it. You got to take off your device when you call. Listen to the phone. 2804299. All right. Where did everybody go? Y'all leave me hanging here solo.
There, yeah.
Okay. Cremelo. Hello. Uh-huh. Nobody there. There we go. Cremelo.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
Can I put in my mom's name?
Okay.
Deborah Maive.
Deborah. Okay.
Her number is 205-6013.
Say it again.
205-6013.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get about 4 more. Cremelo. Yellow. You got to take off the device. Listen to the phone. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
What's my name?
Uh-huh.
Beulah Gillis.
Where you go on? You all right? Uh-huh. You all right?
Yes, man.
All right. Where you go up?
3146.
600.
3146.
All right. Where you go to Hattieville?
Don't know the one, boy.
Or-
Nothing on the top side.
Huh? All right. Beulah. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, mean by Dan Olin. Where you going with Dan Olin? All right. 3 more names for the segment. All right. 2804299. All right. If not, we move on. It's Old School Tuesday. All right. All right, that's it. What's that, Liz?
Show something.
Show something. Come on, put it up.
The family show.
On the old school.
Show something. Well, all right. Let me try to get these Cremelo.
Hello?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Put in my mom's name.
Uh-huh.
My number is 607-7269.
6 what?
607
Uh-huh.
7259.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What's the name though?
Beverly.
Hendricks.
Hendy?
Hendricks. Yeah.
Hendricks?
Hendricks. Hendricks.
All right.
Jimi Hendrix, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Hendricks. Name where you know here wrong there. Too much.
What is Beulah's last name?
Gillette.
Oh.
Creme, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Can I put in my mom's name?
Okay.
Sherman King.
Not Sherman.
Hmm.
I'm go ahead, Sherman. I say if you're all right.
Yes, she's at
Long time no here.
Yeah. What's the number?
614
Mm-hmm.
6339.
All right. Yeah, man.
Welcome.
All right. How much you got?
One more? You need one?
One more. We need one more. That's right. 2804299. Uno.
Dos.
Who I say one more? In Spanish.
Dos.
No.
Tres.
One more.
Uno más? That's what I said.
No idea.
What is wrong with you?
I mean, I said that, but I'm not sure if it's correct.
Yes, it's correct. I'm sure you took Spanish. Mis pasos? Come on.
Listen to me. Spanish is the only subject I feel.
Oh, gosh, man.
Miss Pasos never did it for a minute. Afterwards, Mr. Morales. Mr. Morales come in a class and holler. Everybody place. Be quiet. All right, we're going to get one more name. We need one more. All right, put up something there and let's say Old School Tuesday. I said place. Nobody, Mr. Morales. I said place. All right. There you go. There you go.
What is this?
These are a thing, though.
Yeah.
Water gun?
Small water guns, right.
Water gun.
Yep. I think when you put that spray water in it, this was made by the devil himself. I don't know who them is, Scots, and me never like emulsion.
Yeah, I used to have to.
It used to look so good. It looked inviting, but tastes like crap.
Yeah, I had to spoon down that many days.
Yeah. When people came up with this thing, how did they decide this that the perfect taste?
Cod liver oil.
But why they never said, make we not throw on a couple of raspberry or a couple of honey?
I don't know where the white stuff, why they get it white. This might be the final name. What?
You shake it.
Yeah, Scott's emulsion, the other thing was nasty.
I hate Scott's from that day.
I rather take the loan cod liver oil than that emulsion business there.
It was good.
I can tell you.
Yeah, it was good for you.
Cod liver oil, Scotch emulsion, castor oil, all of that. Mix on the old people.
Castor oil no give you barrel movements. Cremelo.
I make you got no barrel.
Cremelo. We keep calling and hanging up. Alright, yeah. No, castor oil I never like fig. Make you go out.
Castor oil are just for the old people who they give just to make them feel good. Watch your face.
No,
I know anytime you drink castor oil, couldn't hold nothing in because everything greasy and it slide right up.
Next. Oh boy. Next.
Well,
don't show this wood and done last week. Never used
Wood done. You say Mentega. Was the Mentega on the other one that we showed?
That one try to figure out if that, I don't remember.
I remember Mentega. There was no Mentega on my wood done.
Oh. Try call
Let me see.
I said I would call and hang up.
Wood and done.
Wood and done.
Yes. Yo, bro, you had Mentega on it for true.
Okay.
Yeah, what a Mentega. Oh, is that a word from Holland? That's not a Hollandese word. Call people from Holland. Hollandanian?
I don't know.
Hollandesian?
Come hello. Hello. Alright, so I don't answer the 22 number with the call because they're not serious.
Japanesian?
Yeah, we call people from Holland.
Hollandese? Hollandesian? You call it Dutch, I figured it out.
Dutch. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, what up?
Oh, it's my youth.
Yeah, man.
That's straight out of Rolling Creek there, you know.
You got a name for
me? Let the call my youth.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just to go down and shout up and things here and greetings to the morning, you know.
Alright.
Just want to wish you guys all the best, man.
Yes, man.
Have a nice day.
You know, I put nobody name in the hat.
Alright. You know, I throw nobody name in this thing?
I could put myself.
You don't know, ma.
What you
He's
say
a
about
butter
put
maker,
soap on it?
Frisco.
Yeah, but the take names to mom, so if you see who want win this.
That's like what you know, guys, you know, like, correct. To you are you circle close to like, you know.
Every now and again, you get one,
I
no?
just want to wish you guys all the best, man. Keep up the happiness and things here, you know.
Is I.
Same to you, Bob.
God bless my youth.
Roaring Creek.
Yeah, my mother done dead already, man.
Okay.
So,
You don't got no sister or nothing like
hold
that?
on to the faith, you know.
You don't got no sister or nothing like that? No wife?
Yeah, I got sisters, man.
Anybody with that, man? Anybody?
Sure, all right, just put Sarita Garbat.
Sarita?
Garbat.
Garbot.
That's my sister name, Sarita.
All right, give me a number.
Sure.
Give me a number.
My number is 663
Uh-huh.
6626.
All right. All right, bro.
So I
Take care,
just
man.
enjoy it. I hope you get worried, don't for try plug on this TV for watching already.
Yes, I.
Yeah. Thank you that night.
Yeah, man. One love, man.
Respect.
God bless, you know.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Straight out of Roaring Creek. What you mean? Out west.
Nah, nice.
Castor oil, the one purge, and say, had no taste.
Had no taste.
Scotty
That
Munchen,
one,
that may call liver oil, or that boost your immune system.
Yeah, they tell you anything. The thing with that kind of thing, I think with me, it was more the texture.
Yeah.
Just like that oily texture. I couldn't, I don't know.
Yeah,
I remember.
that is not nice. Mm-mm.
Mantega, they say mantega mean butter, and the Holland are Dutch.
Manteca.
Mantega?
Yes, but why would they have one Spanish word for one Dutch product?
Because it's Heche in Mexico.
Mantega don't know.
Is Heche in Mexico?
No man. Anyway, anything else? I don't think that's bad. What is this?
I remember this.
I think you have to like hot
I
dog.
remember this.
I don't know, Vaseline?
Yes.
With some kind of fragrance, so it's
Vaseline, baby.
it was
Frisco.
very much greasy, Lord.
Yeah.
As a DJ, you ever heard of a group, a singer called the Merrymen?
A Merryman?
They're from the Merrymen from Trinidad. They're from like the 60s. But they had one song where I never understood this song until I became a sentient being when I grew up. The song was this. Tell me if you know this song. Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Oh Lord, I can't stand the fear. No. I never know that. What that song mean when I'm a little?
So what does it mean now?
What you doing with that Vaseline? What you doing with that Vaseline right there, man?
That's right. Who put the pepper in the Vaseline?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
All right.
Use the thing for what it was made for.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right.
Vaseline. What is this?
It's an incomplete list because I know number 11 or the previous 10.
Oh, this a type of mangoes?
Type of mangoes.
Man.
I know they did not have my number 11.
Yes.
Or maybe it's under a different name.
The one you have there, the area at least had a number 11, that?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot one of that too, that done the beer. Where you going, bro?
Yeah, I am.
I think they're called the Hollanders and the people the Hollanders, right? The Holland.
The Dutch, I think they're Dutch.
That Dutch.
Hollanders.
Yeah.
And you know what? The tariff right now, Trump said all them movie we're not doing in America, they have to pay outside.
Yeah.
Who they outside don't have to pay tariff.
Yeah, so your porno going up.
Gosh, man.
Outside America.
Porno going up. Yeah. All right.
They don't have to pay the tariff.
Yes, I.
Yeah, man.
Nobody watch the movie from outside America. Sorry, I don't hang up just now.
We may bring back another season of Bad Thing Make Laugh and Foreign, but with that tariff, we know to do it again.
We're not doing it.
Yes, and the good thing about foreign movies, you don't have to go outside. Yeah, so they don't know the way party there.
Carmelo. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hi.
Good morning. Can I put my sister name?
All right, it's going to be the last name, all right? What's the name?
Linda Brown.
Okay, Linda Brown.
From down.
How we get?
No,
How we
number?
get? Brown?
Linda Brown.
Number?
66
8,
Huh?
1969.
Oh.
You think if they win, I'll carry you with, huh?
Well, you should. I got up to 10. All right, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
What a
Okay.
thing.
Linda Brown from downtown. See?
Okay. In Spanish, manteiga translates to manteca, which means lard or fat.
Yes, that's the way wood done is. I still think that alone fat. Wood done that know a nice butter. Nobody would have put that. Well, I don't say nobody, but people that have to bake it would not taste nice. We eat that because people from England say it is me nice.
I say, put this on your crumpet. It will taste very good in your cake.
No, it ain't.
Manteca.
Well, okay,
manteca is shortening or lard.
So all right, good. So we that believes we use that. We use that specifically for bake, right? At least when Christmas
cake,
and so.
right, for baking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's the butter that we used to use back in the day? Where
margarine?
No, the brand. They used to buy one in a Mali container though. Well, I used to use this, spreadable butter.
Oh, the one in the tin?
No, I think I'm a tin now. A plastic jar, if I'm not mistaken, a brown jar.
It's not butter. Oh, country crock.
Country crock, yeah, something like that.
Oh, he's country crock era. No, I remember a little one with a guy in it that has margarine written all over it.
You that big time. We don't know. Where to go, Aram?
Hi, greetings, brothers and sister Mona Lisa Lowe.
Hi, Ram.
That word that you say, the lard, how do you pronounce it?
The lard.
Mantequilla. Manteca.
In Spanish.
Manteca.
Manteca.
Okay.
Or manteiga.
All right. No. It's manteca.
Yeah, so it's a manteiga translates to manteca in Spanish, yeah.
No, you have to do CA, manteca.
Yeah, so one Dutch and one
Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
They ask us to me, dog. Yes, the manteca.
And Dutch is what they call the Holland people because you have to remember that all those European countries are one family, one breed of dog.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if in Germany, they ask you if you speak German, they say speaking Dutch, but they are one people. Even the Queen of England has a brother in Germany. One set of people. And the butter is mantequilla. Okay.
Yes.
Yesterday, you mentioned
that's how it's
peanut butter around bedtime, right?
Yeah, mantequilla, the butter, but what is manteca?
Lard, the same thing he said.
Shortening.
All right, so the lard. So even the people they say that for anything than a butter, the lard.
Was a mantequilla the butter? Okay, I get it.
Yeah, mantequilla, the butter, yeah.
Yes, Frisco.
No, you mentioned peanut butter yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But you never say if it's crunchy or creamy. I love the crunchy.
You like the crunchy? Okay, all right. I get it.
Yeah.
I love the crunchy. Yeah.
All right.
It's a pity, the raffle I read, because if you may raffle read, I put my name.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, Ram. Enjoy your day, man.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same for you guys.
Yes, man.
Thank you.
The one.
I say, when Ram said, "Is it creamy or crunchy?" I cut in, but I never want Ram tell me, "Wait till I done then you talk." What did it remind you of when Ram asked you, "Is it crispy or country or country?" Right away, my mind went to the honeymooners. When Norton asked Ralph, "Hey Ralph, is this the creamy kind or the crunchy kind?" Ralph said, "Oh, it'll go crunch all right when I smash it in your head."
Creamy or crunchy peanut butter. Boy.
That's
all right. Or else Dawson said maybe blue bonnet. Yeah, there was a whole lot of different types of butter.
Okay, but blue bonnet.
Now.
Not of a bake too?
They still have blue bonnet now.
Not of a bake?
Country crock.
Yeah.
Remember they had that thing, I can't believe it's not butter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for big time people. That at least I used to use.
So wait a second. So if you see back in the days, if Jesus went to Mexico, would they have said, "Oh, Mantequilla"?
What?
Or Monteca? They'd have said Monteca.
Lord. Yeah, got it, man. Oh, straight the hell, man. They try to carry me return a star.
He's gonna go by himself.
You know there was a female pope. Yeah, there was a female pope. I think they said it was from 885. You know who the first pope was?
Who?
The first pope was
Pope John.
Saint Peter. Saint Peter. And I don't understand. Something happened in a religion that's not correct, because I think that and by the way, Pope Joan, legendary female pontiff, reigned under the title of John the VIII for slightly more than 25 months, from 855 to 858, between the pontificates of Saint Leo IV and Benedict III. The Pope thing, Saint Peter was the first Pope. But the reason why that's confusing to me, because in the Christian religion, it says, "No man come to the Father but by me. You shall create no graven images," or nothing like that. And if Saint Peter was one of the disciples who knew what Jesus' teaching was, why would he go and create an establishment that goes against that? They worship, that you pray to Mary, you pray to all kind of saints, you have pictures and statues of saints. All those things that Jesus said you shouldn't do is the job of the Pope. And like you see what I say?
Yeah.
One thing, the person that he is following, they tell you don't do these things, and he come out and say, "Well, I am be the one to carry on his message, but guess what? We are do some of that thing there." I don't know.
I didn't try to go to hell right now, so I'm gonna leave that.
I didn't try to go to hell neither, but that doesn't mean you can't question nothing.
No. Yeah. Of course. Nadia Bennett says the body name Summer Country. What was the one in a little like grey brownish plastic jar thingy?
Country Crop. That was the brownish one.
Yeah, the plastic thing.
It was a rectangle container.
No, this one a circle.
Circle Country Crop.
Yeah, with a plastic, like a jar, like one.
Yeah, Country Crop was, but they also had the rectangle, like the top.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that was Land O'Lakes. Land O'Lakes was the...
Yeah, I tell you a big time one, as at least I know it.
Yeah, oh my gosh, no.
But the reason why we love those, because those were our Tupperware.
Yeah, right. We use that way. Yep. You put something in that.
Because that one become your sugar bowl.
There it is.
Your flour bowl. Sorry, your flour bowl.
Bowl.
Your bowl. Yes.
There it is. In the meantime, between time, I don't know why my alma mater like being in the news. They love to be in the news, man. I don't know why they fight the powers that be. They do it intentionally.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Land O'Lakes.
ACC, they're always one of the schools where every year insist on sending kids home. I don't know. I can't speak for them, but lad, I know by now they get the message.
That's a lad, say Montega. That's why you feel Spanish.
Say Manteca.
Yeah, I mean, they keep the challenge. They start what has been said. I know they're not no fools. I know.
Right.
And every year they now one of the schools insist on send kids home. And get it, stop the send kids home. That's the bottom line right now. The bottom line is stop the send kids home.
Exactly. But you know that why?
I don't know my alma mater, but then keep what they send and then show this style elite type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that.
Isn't that an extremely religious school?
Yes, and they
That's your
hard
problem
press.
right there. That's your problem.
Well, they're Anglican, but they're hard press. And some of the stuff, I think that just we want to do it for we way and screw the rest.
Yeah.
They're like,
First of all,
this is not 1980 anymore, not 1990. This is 2025.
Yes. First of all, you have to understand how the Anglican Church came about. It's now sanctioned by God as every other religion. The Anglican Church came about because Henry wanted divorce and they wouldn't get him a divorce. So he said, mix, I make my own church and I am divorced myself. That's how the Anglican Church came about. But yeah, I mean, there's some funny things where you just need to look at sometimes and not be scared to question it, because these are the things that we live by. One thing where I never understood, again, with the dress, I could understand your uniform. Understand your colors. You need your colors for your school, fine. But does anybody feel like a God that created everything we have known, will know, seen, will see, care about your hair or your clothes or where to eat? Be for real. He don't care about none of them that I wanted to think about them that left them picking alone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I can understand that. Yeah, it was a policy decision, but in changing times,
for real,
even the government, they tell you, the courts, they tell you, the things change, things have changed, and this is a real issue. And I don't know why they insist on go up against it every year, and they insist on do it. And then, like, we are sure everybody we could do what we want. I mean, come on.
It's ironic. It's ironic.
Not a good look.
Not like the kids that go with styling and hair, like, like name and different tapered way. And tapered hair cuts down one old style.
It's a legitimate respectable haircut.
Yeah, no, old style tapered cut that from way back.
Because, I don't understand. They have a style where, like, the young boy just get up and he goes so, and that's it. That's it. But actually, they do all kind of thing. But to normal people, it look like they just gone like that in their head. And you have to understand, we live in a time where our school still feel like their job that for push rules and information down our head, when that's not what school is about. School is to open up young people's individual whatever their talent is.
You could say mine. Mine.
School is to teach kids how to think, not to tell them what to think. You teach them how to think. And by you coming up, remember in time is small, Daddy, Frisco, remember in time Daddy used to say, not gonna touch that thing over there. Not gonna touch that thing. You couldn't wait to go touch that thing because Daddy tell you not gonna touch that thing. That is same thing. When school they tell you their dumb rules, it make you wonder, are the other things they're telling us to do those make sense? Because this don't make sense.
And I mean,
so we need to talk to a minister of education.
But I could imagine the conversation. The conversation says, because probably got a couple hundred boys at the school, and you could easily say, out of a couple hundred of boys, two decided to go against the grain. You could always look at it like that as well. That there are only 2 boys at the school. Right? And if the only 2 decide to go against the grain, you could make the point that they ain't 2 that insist on going against the grain. Right? So I don't know. But still, I mean, we live in a changing times, and the problem is that the problem I know as what the ministry say, or everybody they say, the problem that not having the rule, the problem that stop sending the picnic home.
You're sending them out, right?
Yeah.
So you can easily do what you have to do, send a letter to the parents, and have a discussion with the parents.
Right.
But stop sending kids out, especially at any times where the streets different.
God forbid something happens to them. Then what are you going to say? What are you going to say?
So if it send kids, that's the problem. Stop sending kids out of school when they belong in a school. Now you can have your rule and then you can address the rule.
Right.
You know what way you know have to sending a kid home and no punishment, obviously.
Yeah, but every kid that gets sent home, whichever school send them, should be fined. They should pay a fine. They should be sanctioned, because when parents send their kids to school, we are putting our kids in your care.
Right, to say that they are there safe
until school is done. So anything that happened during school hours is on the school's fault. So they should be held extremely responsible for letting kids out. The minister where they in, Francis, look like he never saw me the push for the hair thing. But you'll have to understand, when Alain made go to Ladyville Tech, I never like Alain hairstyle. Alain did. And all the other kids Alain age had that hairstyle. So I fought so that Alain, they could wear the hair like that when they go to school, you know, because again, you're not lying through your hair. And parents need to take up these fights for their kids.
That's exactly what we've said. You don't learn through your hair.
Yep, the school know and listen to the kids because they have to go there. But if the parents listen to them pick me and say, yo, my kid like your hair like this, my kid don't a good kid, they do your homework, you're respectable, fight for your kid. Now listen to all them bull crap where they tell you that in school. And the Minister of Education need to look at things like this. Because when you go to school and you feel good about yourself, you want to learn more. One thing where my mama always tell me, they never used to argue with us before you went to school, because you don't want to leave your house on a negative note. So, you know, you don't, when you get to your work and you realize that my hair another style where I got in this big pump style, you know, I learn.
No, but I'll be real. When you're a kid, you would want bring the style on the street and carry it to school. Again, the problem are not the rules for me. The problem is sending them home during school time. That's the problem. Guy, if I left a kid and I remember 3 days, you know, like whatever was the style, yeah, someone then secretly start to drop their pants, leave it, make it look like it is sag. So start to pull out the back of the shirt, and that's not the uniform. And they gone down to individualism that for their style they want to do it. So there's a thin line between make kids do what they want to follow one style. In my day, you used to wear shoes when Puma come out, where you want to lose all the lacing, and then the shoes start go like slippers. That's my style too. School tell you, lacing up your shoes. So there's a thin line between, let them make them do what they want, so because you not stop the hair. Best you believe, kids think not stop the hair. They push the limit for hair, then they want to do something else, and then they want to do something else. But again,
as I may say, and I made it clear that the uniform is the uniform. The uniform, the clothes.
I know, but I just say individualism goes when it comes to kids that are just hair.
Right. Yeah, well.
So the rules are, and that's why I say, if you got 200 of the boys have their hair apart, not a problem. I had 2. So obviously they want to go against the grain.
And you deal with those
the problem. The problem are not
don't send them
rules. Out. Sending them home that's the problem. Because that not solve no problem. What then they say on the ministry, they say stop denying their education. So if they call it on style, could say, okay, that not that is style, but you need get your day's education, and we attack call the parents in.
Exactly.
If 1 out of 1,000 kids go against it, I think that's enough. Because
well, again, not your stance, and like I said.
No. There's things all throughout history that says just because the masses say one thing doesn't mean it's right. There's all kind of saying about, you know.
But like that give and take, you know, group. I got my way every time I want to get my way. I got my way.
And that's why the give and take would be we already having, you know, a monkey outfit for going to school every day.
Well, you can again, you see, you know. And again, you can't do that because you send the wrong message to the children that they don't listen.
What? My boy, please, I need to send one message to the adults that they need to listen.
But still, kids are kids and they have to follow rules because they want to cuss out the teacher, and that happened.
My boy, come on now,
that happened, bro.
Yeah, I know they say don't, but that's not why they advocate for.
I know, but when you send a funny message when you say allow your picnic to do what you want. I say you go to somebody's house and want to do what you want. That's a funny line. Kids are kids.
But
kids are kids.
I never said. Who said that?
All right, no, but I'm again. Like I already say, you left them here, they push the limit, they want to do something else. That's all I'm saying. No, I know got the rules. Rules are rules. My problem is that sending them home.
I am saying.
I think that's where
I know like the idea of them coming home.
I think that's where the ministry stand too. That's where the ministry stand. The ministry to say stop sending home.
Like, Steve? What is it that you don't like?
No, I have never said anything about uniforms. I understand why they wear uniforms. I am just saying that we have this old mentality, and they use it in the military and they use it in the police. They take away your individuality and they make you feel like you're just another spoke in our wheel.
Well,
you're just another cog. No, I agree. You wear your shoes where they say, you wear your pants where they say, you wear the shirt where they say, you bring the school bag where they say. The least they could have done that make you comb your hair how you want, respectably. I know they talk about all over the place, but give you a little bit of individuality. That's all. And that don't mean that when I give you I could break every other rule.
But that's the thing.
No.
So when you open the gate, I did tell you, you open the gate, kids want to push the limit to what they could do. The more you left one, I'm a student, I know it. You do one, they pay no mind. Next thing you know, next day, they do limo. And then they do limo. So we know what that is. And there's a funny balance between, because we can't come to work and do what we want. We have to follow where the rules say that you work. But if when I start say make people do what they want, individualism and things, sometimes anything go a funny way if it go further. People, human beings always want to do more.
Everything, every negative has a positive.
But we're not again, we're not arguing about the individualism. We're arguing about sending them home. I think that the policy, I think that the way the ministry there.
Yeah, there's no argument about that. But I feel like the ministry has always been very quiet on very important things.
That might be true.
And yeah, the ministry has been very quiet. These are things where the minister of education need to come out and say, you know what? Let them picnic with their hair alone.
Well, then let me say it, and that's why I open up and say, I don't know, ACC seems to be the one who like to send people picnic.
Okay. Well, then, these schools, when they comply, the how to deal with schools like that, the government paid in there, the who paid it,
right?
Who that the administration where they disregard the rules and stuff like that. But we not do that because half of the time.
And a good point because you to tell the kid nothing broke the rule, but you broke the rule where you're superior. They said the people that pay the teachers then with that they said that partnership. If then they said the rule of the land, they say stop sending the picnic in home. You broke that rule. So, for example, you would said for tell the kids, well, I got a rule, but you don't follow the rule where they come to you.
Yeah, and we have been kids look at that, bro. We have a way of looking at kids, and I have seen this, and people know and believe. Back in the olden days, people had 10, 15 picnic because that was their insurance policy. It wasn't because of no love. Out of that 10, 15 picnic, at least 5 of them will take care of me when I get old. That was our insurance policy. Back in the day when picnic me young and before they used to go to school like a cricket tree, they had to go and pick coconut, pick up cashew seed, go backwater, do all kind of things. Kids were just work. They were just workers where they didn't have to pay. And that's the mentality that we still have with a lot of kids. We look at kids as nobody. They're just something we tell where to do. They have no opinion. We even had one bullshit. That was close. We even had one thought one time where they say, it's not feel pain like people. And old people used to literally say that. Babies don't feel pain as much as people. You know why? Because babies couldn't tell them, oh, that hurt.
Well,
I mean, we follow our own rules, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, again, you go to any place, everywhere you got rules. Again, you go to work, your work got rules. You can't do what you want. You want to go tell the boss what you want to do? No work so. And so individualism and I could do what I want, I'm a funny thing. Cause people always want to do it enough for door we're not good and you know, so that one always be a back and forth thing.
The boss, you know, by the principal, right?
If I send a kid down to school and the school sending got certain rules, I as a parent have, you know, that ain't rule.
I will
I want to abide by the rule because
I was the one who chose to send my child
in there, right? And I don't want adult. That ain't rule. We not got no problem.
Really?
Yeah, I got no problem with it. Why I want to go there and challenging people for what? Cause myself 4 years a headache.
For my child or my children problem.
Why I want to do that for?
Please. Hannah wanted to go to EPR. I don't know why. She said
because she wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. I did some checking. They say it's a very, very good school. Hannah went to EPR. When Hannah got to EPR, and I understand they have a screwed up 1830s phone policy where kids can't have phone. That doesn't mean that I don't like EPR. It doesn't mean that I have to agree with that. So from the time Hannah got there, I was fighting for phone. I don't care anything about the uniform. I had to talk about common sense thing.
Yeah, of course. That's why I have these parent teachers and anything. Yeah. Because phone never exists back then.
Yeah, but don't ever feel like because I said okay and I let my kid go there, I shut my mouth and I know I say nothing. You probably say okay to 80% of the thing.
No.
Agree with 100%.
We challenge. There's many things at school where you challenge.
Yes.
There are many things. But the rules are the first thing that fly up in your face when you go to school. The rules are right there in the paper when they send to you.
They give you a book. Some of them have a booklet.
Right.
Yeah, and again, you see, but all these things could be challenged. Because first of all, you would ask yourself, okay, what color was the person that came up with the hairstyle?
Well, again, I know that I hear your group, but why not try to send my picnic and no school if you got challenge the system? I never put my child through that.
No, I was send my picnic and I tell, you know, I always tell Hannah and Alain, and when you hear no, that's when you kick in. A lot of people, when they hear no, they say, oh, you can't do nothing, you back off. No, when you hear no, that's when you go into overdrive. You know, that's just.
But again, if you send a kid to the school and you get a rule book first, you as a parent agreed.
Don't you still have an option to say yes or no?
You want to abide by the rules, right? So again, individual. But again, the problem is teachers in school go hash it up, but stop sending the picnic home.
During school hours.
Right, because of the damn business. None of that deny them what their education. You can always hash out the rules and we're acceptable with the parents at another time.
Yeah, that there must be some law about endangering the welfare of a child.
Right.
Any school that send home a child during
that's the problem.
Hours,
I don't got no problem in that school sending that some rules.
They should be charged with endangering the welfare of a child. Yeah. Because I know, like at EPR, if something happens with Hannah and I tell her, oh, Satan could pick him up now because I did, but you just couldn't call and say, yo, make this one pick him up. There has to be somebody there, a name or something like that.
And especially boys where you don't know where they mess up, somebody, you're sending home, they become target for somebody. This didn't happen yet, but I mean, we're living now, times get worse, man.
Yeah, and things are changing, but a lot of the people in charge not changing. The people in charge where they tell kids about hairstyle, they're usually old bald-headed man with barely got hair up on their head. So they don't worry about hair. You have to understand.
Well, again, you send a kid at the school, you agreed to the rules. So
but that don't mean that I have to abide. Okay, you know what it is? You send the kid to the school because you want them to get the education.
No, we got a rule book when you get a rule book. You get a rule book when you get a rule book.
That don't mean that I have to agree with 100% of the rules.
Well, then you know what you do when you not agree with the rules, you go somewhere else.
No, but then I be a pain in the butt. Because if my kid could get the best education here, but because I hairstyle, I get a problem. Oh no, I get other problem.
Well,
I get other problem.
Well, I get you, but you turn your child into a pariah. Oh, yeah, you turn into a target.
No.
I never do
Your
my
child
kid
is
that.
gonna come home every
I
day.
never do my
That teacher don't like
willingly
me. That teacher don't like me.
I turned my child into an activist.
Yeah,
into a sword forged in
yeah,
steel.
but that become a distraction. Instead of learning now, you become a news item.
No, exactly. I know what happened with that. Everybody I look at that kid and say, you know what? That him make the change the rule for we. I mean, everything there's a site.
That's fine, but
or does she have us doing detention?
Stop sending the pick the name home. Not that about
That's all.
I have to.
Because you know, we are living in a world where, and again, with a human beings, we are do the hair, and I say, all right, we are left with the hair. Tomorrow, I want something else. Then I say individualism. I want to put a little makeup right there, so.
No, you see, that's what
you say, but you can't draw the line apart individualism. Stop. Once you open the door for individualism.
They drew the line a long time ago.
I'm telling you,
right now with it.
That's why. Once you open the door, now free for all. That's why American kids not even go in a uniform. They put on clothes, they put on what they want. Because they don't deal with that, none at all. They're not straight individualism.
We forget the reason why kids go to school in uniform here. The reason why kids go to school in uniform, we know why. Because just like a foreign, you still have schools where kids go to school in a uniform.
They're very private schools.
Yeah, there's some. But the thing is, again, we cannot be scared to act on behalf of our kids because of what some
right. But so all I'm saying is we have to weigh options as well. That we're not living they're not free for all society. There will always be rules. That's why I have laws. That's why I got in jail. We're full up of people. Because people have broke the rules. We start say we not follow rules. Everybody I want to do they want. I could walk up to groove, take away thing there. I want to take that. No rules. The other day they say, oh, the pedophiles they want freedom for because of how they individually feel. How you lock me up for that? That's how I feel. So, you know, rules are a funny thing and individualism is a funny thing because people always want more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm allowed to hear next day they want something else. Say individualism. I open the door. Pandora's box. Now I don't decide there one way or the next. I just like be real and a realist because I'm an individual. What the good old saying say? Lisa, you get them an inch and they want to take a yard.
Take a yard. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you get an inch, they think that I'm a ruler. I have to tell you something. I don't believe in that Pandora's box thing is correct to a point, but those kind of statements always stop us from changing. Those kind of statements are the brakes on moving ahead. Because once you open Pandora's box, right away people are back off. They don't open the Pandora's box, so I continue as we are. And I know.
Well, that's why I had, another young person lay out on the street this morning.
Yep. This morning, that's what I was telling y'all.
Right? Because society got down, less rules, less morals, less everything, and this is how we end up with. We end up with one kind of society where, so we're cool, we're not cool. Like I said, we open up the show to say, that's not an easy thing to do. If you come with a hard thing, or we want not do that, and then every day somebody in the street then one stray bullet might catch some young kid. Because the young man could have been there with the young person, and now a downhill thing. And then you look to get worse, right? And so I say,
going back to the Pandora's box thing, everybody know what is the cure for our problem. Everybody know. Death penalty, hang them on Esquivel.
No, but I would say individualism.
Everybody know it. Everybody know it.
No, you can't hang me. I got rights. You can't hang me. That's why I don't hang that belief no more.
But once you kill somebody, your right supposed to stand. Your right supposed to. Anyway, the problem is again. We have a situation that we know the solution, but we don't want to do the solution because we might offend some people, because it might not
getting that money. That's what's up.
Because of this one.
No, I agree with you, Groove. I agree with you that over time we do have to adjust the rules to suit the time. That is fair. And sometimes the rules sometimes you have to back off, and sometimes you have to add more.
Right.
I look at
depending on how the society they go, right?
I look at some of these people who they ask questions that have to do with society. And I say, wait a minute, that this jawbone to make decisions where affect we, this that we can't even talk good, and I mean, it's all across society, but man,
you gotta take a break.
Want to pick me more.
Anyway, we have to throw everything through the window right now. We gotta grab this break and come back and see if we can hurry the birthdays. Cause
wait, hold on. Okay, good. Before we go, this is from an educator. It says there need to be written rules by the government in collaboration with schools. Schools are run by a board with their individual rules until government, who pays all the salaries and therefore have a large say, sit with all the principals and managing authority and come to a common ground with rules that all will follow by law, then schools will continue to follow their individual rules. There is no law to what is accepted or not, just school handbook of policies and procedure.
Right.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, of course. Okay. We got it. We'll be right back real quick.
Whether you are a busy person,
for live coverage.
celebrate because today is your birthday. Today is a very special day. Tonight, we gonna party. We just can't wait to celebrate. Because today is your birthday. We gonna sing along with.
Right, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Lenny Bailey. Who we got celebrating a birthday today?
We don't know.
But I don't know if anybody born today because me never see none.
None?
I never see none. Nobody born today.
What?
Me don't know.
Nobody birthday. Well, let me see. Let me go to the book real quick. I'm sure the book. The book definitely has some.
The book. The
bookie.
See, I sent me a long thing, I never got time to listen to it. Oh, come on, book. Act like you got the book.
Oh.
Something been going on for real,
Book ain't go bav too.
I tell you.
Let's go, Zook. Try to fix your book.
Me kiss.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Guess what's the temperature today inland to you?
My goodness.
96 degrees. In the shade. There it is. How you mean?
Real hot.
Oh, yeah.
In the shade.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. And
this is terrible. What's going on with them?
Humanity took a break 9 months ago.
I swear.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Nobody born today.
Absolutely no.
Well, I got some on the book. Alicia Sosa is celebrating a birthday today.
Okay, happy birthday.
Judith Flowers.
No,
sir.
Celebrating a birthday today. Judith Flowers.
Happy birthday.
Who else? Catherine Usher is celebrating a birthday today.
Not Catherine.
Isher Selassie celebrating a birthday.
Okay.
Claudette Isigiri. If our friend was here, it would have been her birthday. Remember our good friend, Kenya?
Barona.
Yes. In remembrance. I mean, you could do that, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Birthday.
Yeah, today would have been her birthday, man. All right, guys, that's about it.
Yeah. I'd just like to tell our forecasters, Misty Bus, tomorrow we may get you tomorrow. Also, Ray Zen's, Mr. Zen, we will speak with him tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what happened, man? It doesn't matter what gang you're in. It doesn't matter what clique you're in. Whenever one of our young men dies, we all lose.
Our young people, period.
We're losing our young people. Mothers are losing sons. Children are losing fathers. And Belize is losing hope. And we know that a lot of the people might not understand, how beef work and, loyalty and revenge and all of that. But some point, somebody have to say enough. And somebody has to stop because every day we hear about a different young person dying. And thank God today it might not be one of you or something like that, but tomorrow it may be. And look at how the mothers today grieve over their kids. You wouldn't want that on your family. So whatever you could do, man, we got to try to cut this down. We really do. Nobody wants state of emergency. Nobody wants people when they commit no crime to just get locked down because of their record. Nobody wants that. But we got to show that we don't want that. We can't be doing the things we're doing and expect no repercussion.
Result.
You know. So.
Yeah. All right. I think I get the understanding now. A couple of minutes over time. Let's see what they say. What she's saying and is accurate. Whatever rules the schools that come up with have to be approved by the ministry. As long as the ministry they pay the teachers. That some of the rules they go against legalities.
Okay.
And so that's why they hear a rule they get challenged as something legal on that headline right there. So she's saying that whatever rules school come up with, some of the rules are illegal. And not approved by the ministry.
Yeah, and that's like what the previous contributor said. Government need to sit down with the schools and come with a blanket rule. I know how all of them creates a school. They come up with no religious.
Want to do whatever it is they want.
There are religious rules where no serve no purpose in today's society.
Yeah.
We are praying for them.
Yeah, they need to do a reboot and just like going to do the constitutional reform, right? Because for the same reason, society's changed and times changed. But we got to go.
I don't even trust the constitutional reform thing because some of the people we are sipping, that's their boat.
We'll see you tomorrow, Lisa.
Yes. Take care of yourself, guys. Thank you so much for stewing with us. If for some reason you got to be out there, do whatever is right by you. Keep yourself hydrated and where possible in the shade, will you? Thanks very much for stewing with us. If God is willing, we will see you right back here tomorrow. Take care of you and you. Alexa, take care of yourself. I promise to take care of me. You.
Waiter.
That's the one of the rules right there. You know, that at least I have to do that thing there.
Waiter.
Yes.
Check, please.
That's right.
Check, please. We out. We out.
You